na kukaribisha awamu nyingine hapa ndani ya The Kenyan Daily Report TV, nikitumai ya kwamba your Christmas is doing fine. Taarifa ambazo zimekuwa zikigonga vyombo vya habari na kuacha Wakenya so wakizungumza katika mitandao ya kijamii is the news in regards to the current abductions that have been ongoing on social media. Today, some reports that have currently left Kenyans worried is the recent abduction of one of the many people that have been open critics of President William Ruto's government. A cartoonist and one of the many men that began the creation of the Kasongo memes that have been going viral on social media was abducted today. His name being Kibet Bull, popularly known to many for his silhouettes that he shares and that he creates and shares on his X platform, which depict President William Ruto government officials and mostly those of President William Ruto himself. Remember, the president had recently given an order to the DCI, the NIS, and the government officials to shut down those that were involved in the sharing of the silhouettes that were defaming him together with other government officials. Now, Kibet Bull, he is a cartoonist. His real name is Gideon Kibet, and he was reported missing today, being on 25th of December 2024 on Christmas Day. According to Kibet, his family, his brother Ronnie Kiplagat has also been missing since Saturday, which was last week. Speaking to Citizen TV and other media stations on Wednesday, the family said when Kiplagat disappeared on Saturday, they thought he had gone to church. And I quote them, "We waited until evening, and as we tried calling him, he could not be reached. We thought he had gone for a church service at SDA Kikuyu. We sent his friend to check if he is in the house. He said Kiplagat was not in the house." Their sister Mercy Cherotich spoke via phone call to the media stations. Cherotich further reports that after failing to access Kiplagat, Kibet, the cartoonist, offered to travel from Joro to Nairobi to follow up. Kibet had been called for a function with Senator Okiya Omtata. He left home on Tuesday and dropped his items at his friend's home in Kikuyu. She also reports that after the function ended, Kibet boarded a vehicle back to his friend's home in Kikuyu. And I quote them, "He did not get to Kikuyu. As of Tuesday 9 p.m., Kibet was not reachable on phone. We wanted him to confirm if our brother had returned home," she says, adding that they are yet to reach Kibet on phone. The family says that Kibet had been avoiding the city for fear he could be held for criticizing President William Ruto and his government. The family says they reported Kiplagat's disappearance at a police station and were given an OB. The cartoonist is a student at Egerton University in Nakuru and is well known for sharing silhouettes images with characters of President William Ruto's likeness. He has also shared images of depicting other leaders from the executive and judiciary. Kibet's case follows a number of abductions of social media users witnessed lately, and mostly those of the young men from Gong, the other one from Membu, and the other one from Nairobi. Now, Wakenya aswa katika mitandao ya kijamii, they have expressed different opinions on what they think about President William Ruto's current rampage of abducting young men for criticizing him. Remember, as I said, Kibet is a cartoonist who is a student at Egerton University in Nakuru and is well known for sharing silhouettes images with characters of President William Ruto's likeness. He has also shared images of depicting other leaders from the executive and judiciary. Now, one thing that you don't know is that Kibet was among those people that began creating and sharing the Kasongo meme silhouettes. And it did not even begin with President William Ruto. It began with CJ Murkomen during the Rigathi Gachagwa's impeachment case. And he shared a lot of those images, which left a lot of people talking on social media, a lot of people reacting with different opinions, saying that the man had brought up a new way of criticizing the president. Now, he has disappeared. What should we say? Remember, insiders inside President William Ruto's government had expressed that the president was not happy with how people were criticizing him using the said silhouettes. And with the recent appointment of Kipchumba Murkomen as the Interior Cabinet Secretary, it seems that they are cracking whip on everybody that has been so open in criticizing President William Ruto on social media. Remember, the president has always been the talk of the town, and how people have been expressing themselves against him has always been a topic of discussion. Remember, those that were abducted the other day, it is believed it's because they shared images of the AI images of President William Ruto in a casket, and the DCI took them into custody, young men of the age of 20, 19, and all that. And until now, the families have not received their loved ones, or they haven't been told where these young men are being held. The young men undergo mental and psychological torture under the officers that abduct them. Remember the Jamil brothers, the both of them, together with Bob Jagge, they were captured and taken into custody, where they remain held by the detectives for 32 days, where, according to them, until now, they still undergo the trauma of what they underwent under the caption of the said people, of the said men that were believed to be DCI officers. Now, the Kasongo meme creator, the man himself behind those cartoons, has been taken into custody. Not only that, also a lot of people and social media users have expressed different opinions, where they believe that Kibet bull was sold out to the DCI detectives and the NIS detectives by one activist and Bungoma senator, Okiya Omtata, because Kibet bull was abducted while he was going to attend a youth function, which was created or was being hosted by the presidential candidate Okiya Omtata. So they say that Okiya Omtata either has reports on who really abducted Kibet bull, or he sold Kibet bull to his abductors. Now, questions are about the whereabouts of cartoonist Gideon Kibet, who was last seen on December 24th. The 24-year-old shot to fame after publishing insolent graphics depicting President William Ruto using his X account, which as of right now over 86,000 followers. Kibet alias Bull fascinated his audience with silhouettes seemingly capturing the president in various styles. He disappeared days after his brother Ronnie Lagat also went missing. Now, how did Kibet Bull meet his abductors? The cartoonist, a student at Egerton University, Nakuru, is reportedly to have traveled from Nakuru to Nairobi for an event, which was hosted by activist Okiya Omtata. And Omtata was the one that had invited him to it. And later after the function, to follow up on his brother's whereabouts. He was, however, intercepted in Kikuyu by his abductors on Tuesday, December 24th. Kibet's kin spoke to Citizen TV that the young man had domiciled himself in Nakuru and resolved not to travel to Nairobi for fear of being apprehended over his viral depictions, which are believed to have vexed the state operatives. Now, what a lot of people are telling us is that, and the family tells us that Kibet had clowned his phone. He had resorted mostly to using cyber cafes to access his Twitter account, to access his social media accounts, so that he would not leave a trail of him that would lead his captors to him. because they had been looking for him for a very long time. Remember, even a lot of people started saying that the Kibet bull was not in the country, that maybe he was somewhere outside the country and he was living either in the countries that do not have an extradition treaty, and that is why he was so openly criticizing the government through the silhouettes that he was creating. But now it is clear that Kibet was here in the country, and he is a student at Egerton University in Nakuru, and he avoided the city of Nairobi because he knew that is where all the apparatus are at the disposal of the DCI, and it would be very easy for them to track him and capture him. But after an invitation from Okiya Omtata, he breached his protocol and he breached his security and decided to visit Nairobi to attend the function that he was called to attend by Okiya Omtata, which led to him being abducted by the men that have been looking for him for the last 3 months. Now, the question is, then after abducting Kibet Bull, what next for these people? How will they now benefit? A lot of young men and women out here in the country are jobless, and they will do everything in their power to continue to provoke the government. They will create new memes every day. They will create new cartoons every day depicting the picture of the president. One Anifa, who is also one of those that are leading the Okiya Omtata's team, says, "Hello guys, I just talked to Kibet's sister with the number I was given, and she says that Kibet's brother has been missing since Saturday, and they even reported it. They can't get hold of Kibet Bull as well. Unfortunately, it seems Kibet has been taken and we don't know where he has been taken to." Ina maana DCI wamechukua nafasi ya kuweza kuwateka nyara vijana wakati huu na msimu huu wa Krismasi, ambapo watu wengi wapo katika sherehe na wapo katika mambo tofauti, so a lot of people are not on social media, so the attention of the people is divided on how they react to certain issues, and that is why they saw it's necessary to take Kibet Bull into custody right now. For now, that's what's up. Alafu nikana kwamba pia waliweza kuweza kumteka nyara nduguye, so that they will draw Kibet Bull out of his hiding, so that they will take him into custody too. Ina maana walijua kwamba wakimteka nyara nduguye, Kibet ataweza kutoka mahali alipokuwa amejificha na kuingia mtaa. That's it for now. Please make sure una subscribe. See you in our next videos.